If you think, then you will be prepared. If you are prepared, then you will have no worries. After the Pacific War began, only my father and I were in Hong Kong. Soon he developed tuberculosis and went to a public hospital. You can believe in feng shui if you want, but ultimately people control their own fate. The most important thing is to improve yourself and give it your best. Then many things previously thought to be impossible will become possible. Democracy without law and order is no democracy. We have many investments in democratic countries. When I was young, I appeared humble but was inwardly very arrogant. Why was I arrogant? When my colleagues went to play, I went to study. We'd all had very little education, but they remained the same while I was becoming increasingly knowledgeable. We were doing similar work, but I was striving for improvement all the time. So when I went into business, I reminded myself that if I allowed myself to be arrogant, I'd fall one day. And so I named my company Chung Kong. I may not be very talented, but I can say that I'm like a small tree that's grown in storms and among rocks. You go to the hills and see. To uproot a little plant that's grown among the rocks takes quite a bit of effort. I was once an employee myself, so I know what employees want. In 1997, first job at age 12. First business started at age 22, I've worked for 58 years. The first year, as I didn't have much capital, I did everything by myself, including the first set of account books. I needed to go to the Inland Revenue Department, and I asked my auditor if my accounts were correct, since I had no experience doing accounting. He said that it was complete and that I could take this to the government. I had no experience, but I learned by reading books on accounting. When you want to understand the balance sheet, you needed to know a little bit about accounting. I did so many things by myself, which kept my overhead low. I have made a profit every year since 1950. I have never lost a penny in any year. I also have some strengths. First, I have a thirst for knowledge. Second, I work hard, which can compensate for some of the weaknesses. Most importantly, I know what's right from wrong.